Let me take you to Durban, South Africa, where boxing gyms hum with the sound of skipping ropes, punching bags, and determination. There's one tournament every year that draws the biggest crowds: the Durban Boxing Championship. The media, the promoters, everyone expects the fastest, strongest, most polished fighter to win. But some victories aren't about fame. Some fights aren't about talent. Some fights are about character, about family, about enduring when the world expects you to quit. This is the story of Shadow, a young boxer with humble beginnings, and the family who believed in him when no one else did. One year, two boys began boxing, almost at the same time. Thunder, tall, powerful, naturally athletic, taken under the wing of a wealthy coach. He had perfect form from day one, the kind of boy everyone expected to dominate the ring. Shadow, smaller, slower, less confident, trained at a modest gym owned by the Mathembu family. There was John, his father, who worked long hours and trained Shadow in the mornings before going to the fields. Naledi, his mother, who cooked, cleaned, and helped in the gym whenever she could. Amahal, their 10-year-old daughter, who saw potential in Shadow long before anyone else did. When Shadow struggled to throw a punch cleanly, Amahal knelt beside him and said softly, "You can do this, Shadow." John put a hand on her shoulder. "He will, Amahal, but learning isn't about winning the first fight. It's about standing back up when you fall." Thunder's training was elite. Top trainers, perfect equipment, tailored nutrition. When he struggled, the team adjusted everything to make it easy. Shadow's training was grueling. Early mornings, makeshift gym, old punching bags, no fancy equipment. Sometimes Shadow hit the bag wrong. Sometimes he missed punches in sparring. One day, Shadow froze in the ring, unable to throw a single punch. John tugged gently on his gloves. "Come on, boy, nothing." Naledi sighed. Maybe boxing isn't for him. Amahal stepped forward. "He just needs time. Don't give up on him." John nodded. "In this family," he said firmly, "we don't quit." Step by step, punch by punch, Shadow moved. Slowly, but he moved. That day, he learned what true persistence means. Shadow's first amateur fight ended in a loss. Thunder, meanwhile, won easily, flashy, dominant, the crowd loving every second. Shadow returned to the Mathembu home, bruised but still standing. Amahal ran to him. "You finished," she whispered. John knelt beside her. "Finishing builds strength. Finishing builds character, not the trophy." That night, the family sat together, eating quietly. No celebrations, no complaints. They discussed endurance, courage, and the quiet victories that build champions. Life tested Shadow and the mess. John injured his leg at work. Money was tight. Gym fees, equipment, sparring costs, all weighing heavily. Neighbors whispered, "Give up. Boxing isn't practical for him." One evening, the tension boiled over. "Naledi, we can't keep this up." "He can't afford it, John. It's not about money. It's about teaching him to endure." Amahal, tears in her eyes. "Are we giving up?" John took her hand. "We don't give up on family. We don't give up on what we believe in." It wasn't about glory. It was about teaching Shadow the hardest lesson of all. Never quit, even when it's hard. Against all odds, Shadow qualified for the Durban Boxing Championship. Thunder qualified too, the clear favorite. Reporters, cameras, and sponsors surrounded him, predicting his easy victory. Shadow's training remained quiet. No headlines, no pressure. Just the sound of gloves hitting bags, the rhythm of jump ropes, the patience of his family, and the support of John, Naledi, and Amahal. The night before the championship, Amahal hugged him tight. "Fight like you train at home," she whispered. John nodded. "We've already won the hardest fight, teaching you not to quit." Fight day. The stadium is packed. Thunder explodes into the ring, confident, powerful. The crowd cheers. The media hails him as the inevitable champion. Shadow steps into the ring. Calm, focused, grounded. Not the fastest, not the strongest, but persistent. Round after round, Shadow feels the strain. His body aches, his lungs burn, his fists sting. Thunder dominates early. Shadow takes hits, falters, even stumbles. But he remembers. Early mornings, John walking beside him, Naledi's words of encouragement. Amahal cheering quietly from ringside. He stands tall. He throws the next punch, step by step. Round by round, he refuses to quit. The final round, Thunder begins to tire. His punches lose power. Shadow, though exhausted, keeps moving forward. Every step, every swing, every block. He recalls the falls and failures that brought him here. Amahal cries. John whispers, "You've got this." Naledi holds her breath, watching, and then, with one final surge, Shadow lands the decisive combination. Thunder falters. Shadow wins. The crowd erupts. Cameras flash. Thunder, humbled, nods in respect. Shadow, exhausted, looks to the family in the stands. Amahal rushes into the ring, hugging him. John smiles, proud and teary. Naledi wraps him in a tight embrace. When asked how he did it, John says simply, "We didn't train him to win. We trained him not to quit." Talent can take you far, but persistence. Persistence wins when the pressure is real. Life is a lot like Shadow's fight. You may not start first. You may not be the strongest. You may not have the spotlight or the perfect conditions, but persistence. Persistence carries you through fatigue, fear, and doubt. The real victory isn't medals, applause, or fame. It's knowing that when life got hard, you didn't quit. Shadow didn't just become a champion. He became a symbol of endurance, courage, and the love of a family that refused to give up. And that is the fight that truly matters.